Two lines meet at a point. Our job is to set up and solve an equation to find the value of x. These are both vertical angles because they are directly across from each other when two lines intersect. And what we know about vertical angles is that they are equal in measure. So we can say that these two things are equal to each other. And then we just have to solve for x. So one way we can do that if we want x all by itself is we need to eliminate this 15. To get rid of that 15, we have to do the opposite. It's added right now, so we want to subtract to get rid of it. Because then you have 15 and a negative 15, which makes 0. So those are gone. And now we just need to do 72 minus 15. You can borrow. That turns into a 6. 12 minus 5 is 7. 6 minus 1 is 5. So x is 57. So we have this relationship here. We know that this angle and this angle are vertical angles, so they are equal in measure, which means this one also, that's the eraser, has to be A. So one way that we know is vertical angles are equal. And now we also have this relationship here where all three of these pieces make a straight angle. So another reason is the straight angles are 180. Are 180 degrees. So we know it's going to equal 180. We have 78 as one of the parts, A, and 52. Now we have to combine like terms. So we're going to combine both of the number pieces together. 78 and 52. When you combine that, 8 and 2 make 10. And then we've got 7 plus 10, or 70 plus 10 plus 50, which gives you 130 plus A equals 180. Now we want to remove that 130 so we can solve for A. We remove it by subtracting it from both sides. This side adds to 0, and A equals 50. In number 3, we're going to start by labeling all the pieces we know. Wherever you see that little square in the corner, that represents a right angle, which is 90 degrees. We can start to solve for A by using angles on a line. Angles on a line have a sum of 180 degrees. We're going to use this top part of the line, which is made up of A, 32, and 90. Then we combine our like terms. 90 plus 32 is 122. Now we want A by itself, so we have to remove 122. This side gives us 0 there. So A equals 58. My sketch was a little off, so I rearranged some of the pieces. But now you can also see that there is a straight angle which happens here. So by straight angles again, we can say, well, this piece is 90. Then we have B, and we know A is now 58, but it creates a straight angle here, which has a sum of 180 degrees. Combine your like terms. 90 and 58 makes 148. And we have the B, and our total is 180. We want to remove the 148. So to get rid of the 148, take the addition and do the opposite, which is subtraction. And whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So B equals, borrow, subtract. B equals 32 degrees. All right, using vertical angles, we can say, well, since this one is y and this one is across from it, this also has to be y. We know that this forms a right angle, which is 90 degrees, but one of the pieces is 39. So we're going to remove that piece, and that tells us that the remaining piece is 51 degrees. But this one here and this one here are vertical angles. But then we have 51 and y make a 90-degree angle. So 51 plus y equals 90. To solve for y, we can remove 51 from both sides. And y equals 39. And since that side, the left side, is a right angle, and this is a straight line, we know that the other side must be a right angle. So 39 plus x equals 90. Remove that 39 from both sides, and we see that x equals 51. So x is 51 and y is 39. For this one, we need to use vertical angles. And vertical angles are equal in measure, which means I get to set 3x equal to x plus 104. Then I need to subtract x from both sides to get rid of it on this side. And 3 minus 1x leaves us with 2x. And over here we just have 104. Then to figure out what 1x is, I have to split it into two equal groups. 104 split into two equal parts is 52. But I am not finished. I need to plug it back in. If I take 52 and I add 104, I get 156. If I take 52 and I multiply it by 3, I also get 156. So the measure of the vertical angles are each 156. It says, is your answer reasonable? Yes, these are obtuse angles. It says, how do you know? Well, we knew that vertical angles are equal. And it says, find the measurement of the angles. We know that it is 156. So we've answered all parts of question 5.